Hi, this is Barbara Lardonay from Hannah's Cupboard. Did you see the movie The Darkest Hour? I hope if you haven't and you still have a chance to see it, you will. When I watched it, and I'm a great history lover, and I greatly admire Winston Churchill, so I really loved the movie. As I watched it and as the movie progressed, I found myself tearing up quite a few times. And I found myself very grateful to God for raising up a leader for that time, to have the strength and courage to push through and to win that war. But I also remembered when I was watching the movie something else that I knew, and that was that God had raised up more than just a strong leader for the time. He had raised up intercessors for the time. So I went home and found my book on Rees Howells, and this is the book, Intercessor. It tells the story not only of this event, but many others that Rees Howells and his college prayed through. I went to the place where they had prayed about Dunkirk, and I saw that God was feeding them information that there's no way they could know, so that they could pray spot on regarding the specific incidents that were going on in the war. It says, from this time on, through all the years of the war, the whole college was in prayer every evening from 7 o'clock to midnight, with only a brief interval for supper. They never missed a day. Then it says a few days later, when we look back now after these years, many in Britain will still recall the terror of those days, remembering the miracle of Dunkirk, acknowledged by various leaders to be an intervention from God, the calm sea allowing the smallest boats to cross, the almost complete evacuation of English troops. I want to start a little series that's called Connecting the Prayer Dots. Prayer is very hard, and sometimes we don't see a lot of results, and sometimes we want to give up. But I want to give a few examples of where we can connect the dots in prayer. A couple of them from history and a couple of them from my own experience. This is the first one. If you have a chance to go back and get this book, which I don't know if it's still in print, but it will be a great encouragement because you will see that prayer has an actual effect. And it can have an effect on your personal prayers, but it can also have an effect on world history. Stay tuned for the next one, which I think I'm going to do one from my own personal repertoire, and then we will go on. Thank you so much for listening, and visit me at hannahscupboard.com.